That's the start. Anchor winch project. Now that'll be exciting. As you can see, I took the chain roller out of this one. That is the top housing where it's supposed to sit in. I did that because I need to go on the boat and take some measurements of the rounding of the deck. And to make sure the deck is proper supported, to make sure that the winch is proper supported, I had to take that one out. Now I made a wooden plate and a little block, and with that I'm gonna take a pencil and then I'm gonna make a line to see how the curve on the deck is. And as you can see, the template I made, I just draw up the winch. That's to make sure I have the top of the winch in the same position when I do the measurements, and also so I have it when I get home. I had to drill a 60mm hole here, so I can have that sitting straight, otherwise it'll be sitting like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it'll be sitting like this on top of the deck, and then I'll have it wobbling all over the place and my measurements will not be correct, so I made this one. When I have the right curve and I have it all drawn up, I will make a mahogany plate. I have a good piece of mahogany. I have a piece of teak wood here, but it'll be in mahogany, and then I will make the final piece of wood with some nice edges so it looks good. Winch motor. Now that'll be the big challenge, to see how I make that fit on that LM. The good thing is that these winch motors, they can be, you can disassemble it in pretty much any way you want. So this one can be rotated, and even the engine you can unbolt and you can turn it around. You can see here the connections here. They may not be sitting in the right position, so I may have to take the engine off and turn it a little bit. I can turn it step by step, you know, and but that I need to figure out. If the weather permits, I will figure that out tomorrow. Just correct you a little bit. All the electrical parts that I need for the winch, I ordered, including with how to do and a good explanation from the guy that sent all the stuff for me. And so oh, I hate electrics. I really do. I mean, the chance of something blowing up is too big, and especially with my clumsy fingers. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. From the winch, if you can imagine that, the angle to the bow roller, the way the chain is supposed, how much angle I can have on the chain, I found out that is 5 degrees maximum, according to the manufacturer's manual. Hey guys, so yeah, here we are. I'm on Michelina right now, and I just took off the pulpit from the bow so I can get the anchor roller extended a little bit. I will go up on the bow and show you exactly what I have done to secure the rigging and the roller forestay, and so let's take a walk. Yeah, so as you can see, that's where the pulpit were before, and so what I did, I dismounted it, and then I took one of the original bolts here, see if we can see it, and then I secured it with the chain. That is only to make sure that this one is not flapping about too much. And then of course I secured the railing wires, the security wires, so we don't fall overboard. I just make it doesn't hold anything, I know that, but at least it's there. It's better than nothing. You can see I made a rope, goes all the way down to the pullers in both sides, and then I took the fall so I could get the forestay off and on again, put it on the winch, so on this winch, and then I simply tightened up, I loosened up the backstay, and then I tightened up this one so I could get it out, and that was also my security. The fall for the furling is connected, and the fall for the spinnaker boom and the spinnaker fall I have connected also. So even if we should get a little bit of bad weather, it should be possible. And the wires, they are not super tight, but they are okay. And then when all that was done, I tightened up the backstay a little bit again. Not much, you can see it's wobbly and moving, but just to make sure that we have it under control. I don't want to tighten it too much because it's only sitting with one bolt, and that chain is not really good, but I rather have it. Let's see if I can put you guys here. I rather have it secure in the position, or almost in the position where it's supposed to be, and then with some extra securing up to make sure if we get some bad weather. Where we are right now here in Gjerstaden, that's like a peninsula going out, and we are very exposed to weather here. So so maybe it's me, I'm playing with both belt and suspenders, but better safe than sorry. I would hate to come back and see a mast that is lost, so that would be a bit annoying. Yeah, so that's what the pulpit looks like when it's off. Yeah, I think it looks quite okay actually. It's a little battered and bruised, but what can you expect? Like everything else on this boat, it's 40 years old, so all considering, I think the condition is pretty much okay. But what we need to do is that this one, that's where the anchor roller is for the chain. And for the anchor, when it's sitting, now we are installing anchor winch, when it's sitting here permanently, in order not to have the anchor hitting the boat when it's stored or when we pull it up, then I will go to the blacksmith and ask him to extend it a little. I need to extend it with 20 centimeters, that will do. So that's what we are gonna do. Maybe he's got some good ideas how to make it strong enough, but I will talk to the blacksmith about it. Yeah, so anchor winch project. Something you should think that is really, really simple is the chain for the anchor winch. Apparently not that simple, because on this gypsy wheel there are no numbers, no nothing. I can only do some measurements inside, and I talked to my supplier, and we are not 100% sure exactly what kind of chain it is, except that we think it's what called the DIN norm 766 8mm. But to make sure, now we will go to the boat show in Warsaw, and I will take the gypsy wheel with me. My supplier is there, and we will check it out.
Welcome on Michalina. I would like to show you a few things which we did today. It means we put the new drawers. That's how it looks after painting. White, grey, I think it looks quite nice. One small mistake which we made, it shouldn't be like this. Actually, I was thinking to put a lock, but I think we didn't think much about it when we took it to the garage. So this year it has to be like that. Next year we will paint it black. Tak, kochanie?
Yeah,
With
black
that
cap, what do you call it? Like
board black.
It's called blackboard paint. That's what we will look
paint.
at. Blackboard paint.
So we can make some notes on it. Shopping lists, for example. And then let's go inside. Just have a look what we did here. And that's how it looks inside. A little white inside. And black around. Yeah, slowly. We haven't done here this year, but we didn't have the time. We will try to do it next year. Just a little bit of sanding and lack, then it will look nice. And measurements are taken for a new curtains. We will see, it should look nice. When we will clean up, put everything in. Will be nice, hopefully. What do you think, kochanie? And Jesper is showing me our new chair. Completely new, fresh.
Refurbished.
Refurbished, very nice.
Or reupholstered, or what does it call? Reupholstered.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
It's got new skin on it.
And that's the old one. That's how the old ones was looking. We haven't done 2 chairs. We did only 1 chair this year. The other one, I don't know if we need 2 chairs. We will think about it. Maybe we will dismount the second chair. We will see. Yep. You wanna say something?
Hi.
Adisio. So that's our new bed. New mattress. No. Doesn't look much maybe, but we will have some shelves there. Jesper will dismount that bank. So hopefully it will look very nice.
Now I'm a really happy man. Look at this. I got the pulpit back on the boat. That was a bit of a job. And I even managed to get the roller forestay installed on my own. That was a bit of a challenge, but it's always like that. But I will say that if you look at this, the blacksmith, he did a smashing job, I have to say. He made like a moving one, so we are not getting too much pull on this one all the way out here, so you get a better lead on the chain. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I really do. So next up is anchor winch installation. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. It's it was a bit of a challenge, I can tell you. I always broke my arms to get these bolts in. Just to show you what it actually looks like from the ground with the new anchor roller. It is sticking out quite a bit. I guess that it will look better with the anchor on, but it takes a little getting used to. But I rather have that than the anchor hitting the bow all the time, especially now when we are installing the anchor windlass or anchor winch. So better safe than sorry. I think it looks quite okay. Yeah, so almost finished editing this video. If you would like to subscribe, you are more than welcome. Push the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Very much appreciated. If you have any comments, feel free to comment in the comment field below. We will of course answer to all the comments we get, good or bad. They will be answered equally. You can follow us also on Facebook. Name is the same, Sailing to New Horizons. So for now, from Kasia and myself, we only have to say thank you so much for watching, and see you next time, guys.